Make my day.
Oh, great one with the magic pen.
Oh boy, he wants that microphone forever, doesn't he? Now you got to visualize it. We put a statue of Pete on this. Put him wearing like a hard hat and flannel shirt, tool belt, snow shovel.
You mean like from the Village People?
Yeah, yeah. A couple.
Now wait a minute here.
Good morning, Kenosha. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the Kenosha Today Weekend Report, coming to you live from Studio A here at WLIP AM 1050 on your radio dial, streaming across the door-busting cornfields of the Midwest, reaching out to over 50,000 homes here on Small Business Saturday, and enlightening us with his presence this morning, Wisconsin's Tourist of the Year, little Stevie Casey is here in a Kenosha trolley bound this morning.
I am exhausted. I just got back. I am exhausted. I just made it.
Listen, we froze last week, and you spent a week in it, and you're going to explain to us?
It was 86 degrees and sunny in Fort Lauderdale.
We'll get back to you.
Good morning, Kenosha.
You know, after spending the week, you look tan. You look more like a beach. Somebody that's been on the beach for the ball that they wouldn't throw the fish back in the water. Pete. You know that's old saying, "No child left behind." Mm-hmm. This might have been the one time.
The child should have been left behind.
Yeah. Also joining us, our video coordinator, this year's Kenosha Community Media's Volunteer of the Year, Captain Ronnie Muttersbuck, is with us here at Camp Happy Face.
Good morning, Captain Ron. Congratulations on that very illustrious award.
Oh, you should have heard his speech.
Acceptance speech.
Acceptance speech. Man, that was second to none, except for that one time when WLIP interviewed Jimmy Hoffa on his farewell speech. I mean, it was right up there, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Engineering the Kenosha train wreck this morning, a former Kenosha trolley driver himself and six-time WLIP Employee of the Month, the new WLIP Storm Team Forecaster, and I guess they have this new car cam. Pistol Pete Surgeon joins our friendly gathering this morning.
Good morning, Scotty.
Good morning.
Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Ron.
And for those who missed it last week, Pete rallied the troops at the Brat Stop, but he got onto bigger and better things. He bypassed the people in the 17th District and headed out. You did this on your own. Headed out to Buffalo, New York.
That's right.
And
we were called in.
You were called in. This
is very important.
This is what happened.
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy.
Pete on his way to Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, 10-4, Big Ben.
To make sure the roads were clear.
It's clean, clear to Flagtown. Come on.
Didn't you feel a little guilty leaving the people in the 17th District?
Well, I understand I left them in good hands.
We're going to get to that in
Yes,
just a minute.
just a moment.
All right, cut the convoy
I've got a report from the 17th District. It's not good.
Yeah.
Oh,
not yet.
You'll have punchline.
It's not good.
Later.
I'm very disappointed in the response of our volunteers.
Yeah. Well, Pete had other things. What's the governors out there? Perry Como.
Perry
Como or something
in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Perry
New
Como.
York?
That's Perry Como. That's the guy that sings White Christmas.
Oh, it's Andrew Cuomo.
Andrew
That's
Cuomo.
Perry's uncle.
Can you leave current events to people who actually know what's happening?
Oh yeah, listen to you, Mr. Big Time Media, mainstream media. And by the way, John Perry also pointed out this week that you are not a bona fide what you call it, guy?
Journalist.
Journalist. Yeah.
I am not a journalist.
I guess not. A journalist.
I am just a guy who clears streets in the 17th District.
I don't know, when I start to say this, the governor out there sent me an email, Pete, and he said the next time you go out there, leave that liquid salve that Alderman Rosenberg uses to clear what's the 9th District. He says, leave that home. He says, don't.
Actually, I thought that was very popular in New Jersey.
Yeah, but now they got this,
wrong. Or
they got this
or New
sign,
York too.
They got
Sorry.
this new sign. They got another dilemma out there. You eat snow at your own risk. So there you go. And by the way, the people, like you said, temporarily were bypassed in the 17th District, and they were left to deal with their aldermen on their own.
Right.
And here's how this guy
didn't go over very well.
No, it didn't. Here's was this guy.
The wheels of the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels of the bus.
I tell you what, I feel terrible.
All day long.
Yeah, it was impassable.
It was impassable.
Spinning around.
2 inches just spinning around.
It's awful,
I was given daily reports. I almost jumped on a plane to come back to supervise Dale and Paul Vagnoni.
Well,
and everybody worked very hard.
Almost. What prevented you from doing
the
that?
mahi that I caught. We went fishing, caught fish.
Awesome. Okay, Stevie. This is the time when we.
All right, I got to ask this.
Doing this.
I got to ask this.
Okay.
Been over a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently we pay our bill every month or every year, every week. And apparently, I've been told The reason I need to ask this, and I'm going to ask it, then I'll explain it.
Okay.
Did you write the check?
I like when Ron asks it because he says, "Oh, you great one." Yeah. So, but yes, we did, and I still think we should be the bigger people and back off on this thing. Every week we take a show of hands. Should we back off? Okay.
I don't see any hands.
Guess not.
Well, for the new listeners out there, because I'm sure there's at least one or two, the previous host that occupied this hour stopped paying his bills, and I've been told that if you stop paying your bills, this is paid up broadcasting,
That's right.
paid by our generous sponsors, that if you don't pay your bill every week, they
Month,
actually
yeah.
take you off the air rather abruptly.
Well, here's what happened, Pete. Now we got to clean this up because normally we say we have to be politically correct and use holiday water.
Yeah,
We can't say,
Christmas water.
So
What is Christmas water?
I don't know.
Hell is Christmas water? Are you
Well,
talking
you got to
about
be
holy
politically
water?
correct. You can't say Christmas. We got to use holiday water.
Holiday water?
Yeah,
Well,
you watch
this is paid broadcasting. We celebrate Christmas. We don't celebrate the holidays.
Oh,
End
boy.
of story. End of story.
I'm
Otherwise,
really
I'm
washing
oh,
my
boy.
hands today.
Otherwise, I'm
Wow.
out of here. I celebrate Christmas. End of story.
Okay, he is a serious journalist. Okay, here's what the good folks at Dippity Do.
Digity Media.
Whatever. Told the last guy when he didn't pay his bill.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all
I'm glad I didn't let you guys talk me out of it.
I'm glad I was in Florida this week.
You know, you did have a lot of selections from the nursery this week.
Yes, we did.
I would have been
Where
tempted
you were
to
hanging
attend.
out, or
Good party.
you were at the kids' table on Thanksgiving. Is that what it was?
All right, let's take a call here. Good morning, you're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Shirley.
Hi, how is everybody?
Oh, we're fine. Well, kind of.
Shirley, how was? I gotta ask. How was the turkey?
Good. Did you have fish, Steve?
Yeah, I had fish. My wife made mahi, and we caught 2 or 3 tuna. And we had sushi, and then she cooked up some tuna, and it was an absolutely fabulous meal. Fresh fish out of the ocean is the best
I bet
ever.
It was
Oh,
excellent.
I just can't resist. Steve said he caught a couple tuna. Now, how was the expression on his face when you pulled up the alderman from the 4th and the alderman on a hook and from the 17th? You got 2 tunas out there.
Now, the bigger
That's
question,
funny.
did you stuff your turkey with apples and oranges?
Well,
I did.
Listen, I'm going to. I've got another turkey for about a month from now, but they wanted the stuffing in the turkey.
Stuffing
so
in the
next time
turkey?
I'm going to
Oh,
try
Shirley,
it.
what did I tell you? It dried
I
out the...
know, but my family said no. They wanted the stuffing in it, and it was really moist.
Well,
so I'm
we're gonna have to
try-
reevaluate-
I'm trying your way.
We're going to have to
Oh, Shirley, I'm a
reevaluate you
little
running
bit
for mayor.
I'm a little bit disappointed in
Yeah,
your
we're gonna have-
Well, I'm
your
sorry,
family.
but that's what they wanted. But I've got another turkey, a spare turkey. In a month, I'm going to try it with the apples and the oranges. Sounds good.
It's,
All right.
it's lost its luster. Here's our first Christmas song for you. Stuffing in a turkey. Boy, it doesn't get any worse than that.
I love that song.
All right, baby.
Scott, how was your birthday?
Well, I had the birthday went all right, but I had a little injury on Thanksgiving.
We actually had cameras rolling for his injury, Shirley.
Oh my
And,
God!
I slipped on.
Here's-
Okay, Pete.
Yeah, here we go.
What happened?
Ow! Oh, my arm! It's broken!
Well, not exactly.
Not exactly.
I slipped on some ice,
Really?
and I kind of went down the driveway.
Now,
Not my
Shirley,
house.
ask him the next question. Was there alcohol involved?
Yeah. was
Actually,
there?
let me tell the truth because I am a serious journalist.
I know you are.
The alcohol involvement came into play after the injury because I was in a lot of pain.
Oh, did you break your arm or something? Or?
No, I crammed my shoulder into the ice and rolled down like a dead mahi flopping on all fours on there.
He thought he could play dead. And it
No,
just didn't
he's
work
trying
out
to
for
hide
him.
it from everybody. It didn't take place on Thanksgiving. It took place in a cul-de-sac in the Whitecaps neighborhood. He was
Trying to
out removing
downplay that.
snow. He's trying to downplay that
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to be criticized as doing too much out there.
And that lot of snow we had. Right?
Hey, Shirley, I had a successful week because I conducted a snow removal seminar in Fort Lauderdale. And guess what? There's not a single street that's impassable in Fort Lauderdale right now because of snow.
And
I bet you.
and his arm ain't in a sling, so he must be doing something right.
You must be.
You know what? They did something real different. Then we got to say goodbye. They didn't do a Christmas lighting ceremony. They did a sandcastle lighting ceremony on the beach in Fort Lauderdale on Tuesday night.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually shook hands with the mayor, got a picture with the mayor, and
Really?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there's our cue, Shirley. We're all done, baby.
He asked me when I was going fishing and what we were fishing
Oh, yeah,
for.
look at the
Nice
time.
guy.
All right, I hope you feel better.
Okay, thank you, dear. One quick note, this program is being video recorded and will play on Time Warner Cable's Channel 14 on Mondays at 3, Tuesdays at 5, Thursdays at 8 p.m. And more good news, boys and girls, tomorrow at noon each and every Sunday. You can
They
tune
must
in.
like us.
Money talks. And
Paying your bills. Paying your bills.
big
talks.
story of the year. My very special thanks to Steve Schneider from Small Business Technology Solutions for taking over and stepping up, putting all the shows now on YouTube.
On my tube?
On your tube.
My tube or your tube?
All right. Well, I got some questions about your.
I don't even know what YouTube is. What is YouTube?
You can go on. You got to have a computer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that like High Step?
Yes.
Or Facebook
and you
or
type in
Backstep?
YouTube, and you can type in Kenosha Today, and you can see all this nonsense.
I understand that I'm not on Facebook. I understand that's the way aldermen communicate with each other. One called one a nasty name this week on Facebook, from what I've been told.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I get a call last Saturday about 1:30
AM or PM?
a.m. and you weren't even on the plane yet, and already I get this thing you were causing a disturbance. It seems your best friend Walt, the TSA agent at Milwaukee, was ready for you. He's had a new pair of fresh rubber gloves. He gives you the old little Stevie Casey pat down that you asked for personally. And he sends me the extras.
Here we go. Here we go.
No, this is true. Did you honestly think that you could get a meatloaf casserole on the plane strapped to your inner thigh? Yes? No? Did you honestly think you could get away with that?
Well, you know what they say. Don't let your meat loaf.
Who is that special?
Jesus. Way to go.
No
Pete.
meatloaf this week.
All right. So
Fish.
anyway, Pete was out there in Buffalo and kissing up to Governor Perry Cuomo.
I understand the aldermen voted on the budget this week.
Yeah.
And was it unanimous, or were there two that dissented?
Well, on Monday, get this: City Council approves budget. One alderman's last-minute addition didn't derail the spending. And it was over. He had two items. One was $6,700 for requests for something in the a solar-powered warming signal at a newly created crosswalk in the 17th. Good. Who would have done that? your buddy, the what you called guy? What's the Shepherd Boy?
Oh,
Shepherd Boy, right.
And so. That's Mayor Bosman telling him. So anyway, that got put off, and so then he attempted to add $1.27 million to the CIP to buy a new snowplow. See, our message is getting through. He needs a new snowplow. One more.
Well, listen,
$1.2 million.
everybody knows that the city ignores the 17th district. They don't send the snowplows out there, which is why we've had to mobilize volunteers and remove the snow ourselves. Listen, the mayor and Passetti can't be trusted, to remove the snow.
Damn conspiracy!
I'm telling you, they're probably at home shredding documents right now, covering up things, inking out things, whiting out things.
Well, you can't blame the guy. Like Rosenberg, he's got the dog urine, and Wickland's got the cellophane, and Rocco Lamakia's got putting a dome over my district.
Right.
But this guy's maybe got some. I don't think this shows thinking
Listen,
outside the box. A $1.2 million snowplow.
If you got the dome, how'd you hurt your arm?
Dumb.
Listen, he's got a valid point when he complains about the administration. The administration completely ignores the Whitecaps. I don't think they've picked up garbage out there in probably 7 years.
Oh, no.
Now, I said that.
Damn conspiracy!
I said that. Could you see that? I had my tongue in my cheek.
Ooh, this is starting to hurt, Pete. Anyway, so then the next day they went back and we had you lost some money. You owe some aldermen some money.
Yes, I understand it. The over-under was 117.
Yeah, and it was only
117 senseless amendments, and there were only two. I understand that there were a couple of aldermen who usually are blabbermouths that were like church mice. I mean, they had every major organization abandon them, 414, the administration, the fire chief, everybody, about this whole firefighter fiasco thing. We need more firefighters.
Okay,
414 stands up and says, no, we really don't yet. Let's wait for the study to come
What I
forward.
love about you, Stevie, is
I don't hold back.
Well, yeah, you don't hold back. But that story's 2 months old, and as a serious journalist, you're still talking about it.
I'm all over it.
You're all over it.
I'm all over it.
Let's read a sponsor or two. Holiday comments or questions? How'd your Thanksgiving go? What are you looking for?
How did the
for
snow
Christmas?
removal go this week?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a blizzard. What did we get? 3 inches?
No, not even that. 2 inches.
2 inches.
Yeah. And if you have a plan for some of the districts where you live and we haven't covered, we already know that the 17th is put in
And
for
beginning,
1.7
yes,
plow.
absolutely. And beginning in another month, we're gonna help the people of the 17th district with garbage removal because I know the city doesn't pick up the garbage out there either anymore.
You're right. There is a conspiracy out there.
It is a
Between
conspiracy.
Bosman and Passetti. They just.
And the alderman of the 17th district is absolutely right. Somebody's out to get him.
You know what happens is I thought you're bringing Camosi on as a contractor.
Yep, we're
we
bringing-
have to have
yep,
we have to have a place to bury all this shredded
We
stuff.
got 2 new sponsors coming on next week: Camosi Construction and the Sunnyside Club.
Here's an item that's on everybody's mind that everybody loves. Alternate side parking starts Sunday, right? December 1st, Sunday night at midnight. And parking restrictions go all the way. Yeah, it's a
It's a
conspiracy.
conspiracy.
And if there's over 2 inches of snow, parking's prohibited where snow routes are posted. So you go out to the 17th.
Yeah,
you
go
might
out.
as well
Yeah,
put your car in the
you
lot and
can't-
forget it.
You can't put your car in the street at all in the 17th district. In fact, those streets out there are posted no parking either side anytime all year. That's the latest that Bosman and Passetti put together. They put up no parking signs year round in the White Caps.
That's why the budget has in for their own tow truck.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, they wanted a snow plow. That's will pay for the 1.2 million.
He just can't get anything done out there.
But
And
anyway,
we're here to help.
They have a hard legislation, but this is, you know what? This is in the city's budget. They make about $220,000 on no parking tickets, but
Well, but I don't think they do that for revenue generating. They do it to send out a message. And in fact, I think last year the majority of those first-time tickets were just warnings.
well, you're a serious journalist. Far be it from me to.
Well,
question
and
that.
in some of the older streets, I'll be honest with you, some of the older neighborhoods, the streets are about 5 feet narrower than the subdivisions. And it is very difficult to maneuver. Some of the older neighborhoods, we've toyed for years with year-round alternate side parking just because of the rescue vehicles are getting bigger and the streets are staying the same.
Well, I looked at the budget and the parking revenue that they get from tickets. It's in there, so it's a revenue producer. But I don't know why would a police officer go through and just take the time and just give a warning.
Listen, when the mayor called me last week and he asked me, he said, should we write tickets or send out warnings? I said, Keith, you're on your own with this one. I know I pretty much control things down there, but
You gave him some responsibility.
I gave him some responsibility this
a
time.
purpose in life.
He's been a mayor now for what,
6 years.
6 years. 6 years. He's been a mayor for 6 years. He's
got to walk on.
He should be able to
his own.
stand on his own.
That's right.
Stand on his own. It was more fun. Now, can I talk about my fishing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we went deep sea fishing.
Okay, that's enough of the fishing.
Caught mahi and caught some tuna and had first year I actually missed cooking the turkey, but we had probably the freshest fish. It was swimming around 12 hours earlier in the ocean, and my wife and my brother-in-law Joe just made a fabulous Thanksgiving dinner. And then before we got on the plane yesterday, we cooked up the rest of the fish and had fish sandwiches. It's just fresh fish out of the ocean. You put it in your mouth, it's like butter. You don't even need it. It's just the unbelievable fish. Unbelievable.
I was watching
mahi.
I was watching CNN and where the President Obama pardoned 2 turkeys, and man, I was rocking with laughter when I saw Bagdala and Ruffalo up there. Singing, free at last, free at last. Well, what are you gonna do?
I had nothing to do with that comment.
Oh, listen to him. Yeah, wash your hands.
Big damn conspiracy!
We could. You made it. You're adamant that this is Christmas season, and I go along. But where did we get this so politically correct? We have to be like the
Listen, I don't care. Happy holiday? No, it's a Christmas tree. It's Christmas. Merry frickin' Christmas.
Ooh.
That's it. End of story. Anybody got some issues with that?
Call us.
I'll talk to you anytime you want about it. It's
Call us,
Christmas. I'm
262.
sorry, it's Christmas. Happy holidays if you want to have it's a holiday. Big deal. To me and to the Casey family, it's Christmas. End of story.
That's all that counts.
And this radio show has never been accused of being politically correct.
Oh, we might have strayed once in a while. Just, give or take. 262-694-1050. You got a comment on the alternate side parking. I think the ticket is $15, right?
No, I had them up at this year to 22.
You don't. Okay.
I do think 39th Avenue should be the line. East of 39th Avenue, you have the older neighborhoods, the streets are more narrow. But the newer subdivisions, I don't know that you need alternate side parking.
Well, it is, yeah. It does make snow removal quite a bit more difficult, and getting the cars off the streets during a heavy snowstorm makes all the sense in the world. But
well, sure.
in the older neighborhoods, unfortunately, where do you park the cars? A lot of homes have shared driveways. Some of the homes don't have driveways at all. Some of the multi-units in the older neighborhoods, there's barely street parking, and when it's a snow emergency, where do you park?
Well, now that the Glue Gate deal's done, you could go down and Danny Higginbotham, and what's his girlfriend's name here?
Kara?
Carla.
Kara.
Is it Kara? Or
I think it's Kara.
Kara. Lissicombe,
it don't matter.
They brought the new parking instructions for those at City Hall. Now the Glue Gates, they've cleaned that baby up. So.
Can I ask just one question?
Go ahead.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just saying, you asked the question, where can they park? And I said, go park at City Hall now that Glue Gate's done. You don't have to worry about having your door
That's a
locked.
sticky situation.
Oh, boy.
So did you...
So I met the mayor. The mayor, believe it or
Fort
not, of Fort Lauderdale, shook his hand, got a picture taken with him. He's been in politics for 18 years.
And how many meetings does he attend?
He attends
every other one, or
every third meeting. Yeah, but they had a concert, a free concert on the beach, and then they had a Christmas presentation on Tuesday night, and they had not the Christmas tree lighting, they had the sandcastle lighting. Now there were little Christmas trees surrounding it, but they actually lit up a sandcastle that was constructed. It was about 30 feet high, 25 feet wide. It was kind of neat.
Well, I was in Buffalo this week for the snow emergencies, and they actually had a snow castle lighting. They had so much snow, you see. All right, it's my weekend off. What are you yelling at me for?
Let me read another sponsor. How does it that you this is a trick question though. See if you can answer this. What is the mayor of Fort Lauderdale? Yeah, look at him. He's What is the mayor of Fort Lauderdale's name?
I think his first name is, I believe his first name is Dan. Not sure what. Yeah, we were standing farther back, and it was quite the production. It was quite a nice presentation.
So you called him, or did he call you?
I walked right up on stage.
What was? Oh, at this castle.
Yeah, there was a presentation thing, and he was snapping pictures with people. I got right in line, and he says, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yes, I'm."
Little Stevie Casey.
I'm an alderman from the.
You flashed your badge.
You showed your badge.
I showed him.
I told you that would come in
badge,
handy.
and he immediately gave me preferred seating up clearance, security clearance,
Yeah,
security clearance.
Well, that's what it's for.
Yeah, and and it helped me at the airport as well. I've got this the badge that I carry. All former aldermen carry badges, and he said, the TSA guy said to me, he says,
that was Walt. Walt.
Yeah, do you have your badge? I said, badge. Yeah. What badge? Yeah. I don't need no stinking badges.
So Walt gave you the old Casey pat down and says, you ain't going through?
That's exactly right. That's
and
exactly
the meatloaf strapped to your thigh. That made it to the plane. Huh?
Yum.
Walt.
you would have thought, Pete, that after no laughter on the first time that he said that, he would have let it go.
I'm still getting over the idea of thigh loaf, actually.
Yeah, thigh loaf.
You might be onto something.
Yeah. You can heat it, preheat it.
Yeah. Maybe.
That stays warm. That's why you put it next to your thigh.
Quick question. We're going to take a break now. I saw donuts in the coffee room.
There are donuts in there, correct.
Walt set those down.
I'm going to go get a donut on this break.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for the
good plan there.
You coming
Stevie.
back, or are you?
No, he's
just going to stay there and eat the rest.
He's already got his headphones off. He's out of here.
Look at him.
Come on, let's take a break.
He's on a mission. Okay, we'll be back. Good morning, Kenosha. If you just tuned in, this is Uncle Scotty Bard, and welcome to the Kenosha Today Weekend Report, coming to you live from Studio A here at WLIP AM 1050 on your dial. With us in our Kenosha Today trolley barn this morning, Wisconsin Tourist of the Year, little Stevie Casey joins our holiday encounter group this morning.
You caught me in the middle of a donut.
My God, that donut didn't stand a chance.
My God. Is that you're on your third one, and that was only a minute break.
I thought it was a 90-second break. Is it only
that was 90 seconds.
You can't hardly eat a donut in 60 seconds.
You had it.
Not the average
guy. Do it, yeah.
Also, our video coordinator this year, Channel 14's Volunteer of the Year, Captain Ronnie Muttersbuck, is here at Camp Happy Face. And engineering this morning's train wreck. You all know we just can't say enough about all the heroic efforts he's done out in the 17th District, in the city, and throughout the world.
Yes.
The voice of WIP, the Honorable Pistol Pete Surgeon, is here.
Good morning,
And
gentlemen.
if you missed it at the beginning, what'd you say?
Gentlemen, who walked in? Right?
Yeah.
You're looking at the most serious journalist on the planet with the donut dust and
You know
peanuts
what?
all the way
I'm
down.
trying to be serious today about the snow removal thing.
The way
Listen,
he
people
put
need
down
to
that
stop
donut, he is like a professional journalist.
He just woofed
Hey,
it.
Pete, there's free food. Yep, you
Yeah.
qualify, Steve.
We're on break
You're
again.
in the club.
We only
Yep.
get one 60-second break. No, there's no more breaks. So can you don't go into
that. Well,
withdrawals?
that's okay.
here?
I'll grab a donut on the way out.
As you know, Pete was forced to bypass the 17th district. Answered the call, Governor of New York, Perry Cuomo out there, or whatever his name is, Cuomo. And fortunately, the good folks in the 17th district were left to deal with their own alderman. Socked in with just about 2 inches of snow, and here's how that deal went if you missed it.
Wheels of the bus go round and round.
It's the alderman of 17th, handling it on his own, stepping up. It's about time.
Go round and round all day.
That's where that $1 million plow's going on the front of a school bus, right?
Yeah, that's right. So
Makes sense.
we're talking about a variety of things. The budget's kind of boring. We don't talk about that. And Steve Stripp says we don't want to talk about that.
Well, how about the Packer game? They're going to have a tough game tomorrow, man.
Yeah, good. Well, boy, do you splash? Who splashes when they eat donuts? Look at that. You got crumbs all over by Ron.
The cleaning lady's not going to be
can-
very happy about that.
Yeah, wait till
How
she
is
gets in.
Yeah.
Can-
Look at you got it on the floor.
Can we let the donut go?
You obviously did.
You did.
Look at the floor here. Jeez,
Well, you only got 60 seconds to eat a donut. How the hell?
well, you put 3 of them down.
You know what? I can eat caramel corn while I'm on the air. I think you could get a donut in during the show.
All right. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today. Yeah, see, there you go. Good morning. We lost
That was it. That was only one caller.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Anyway, we're talking about
We don't take callers anymore, anyways. Nobody cares
cares.
about what we talk about.
winter parking rules. The big Packer game. Tomorrow. That could be
Detroit.
a preview.
Well, it could be a preview of the Super Bowl, but the Detroit, of course, won.
Well, yeah, but who were they playing? The Chicago School of the Blind down there?
Well, I thought the Bears might play them tough this year.
I thought they would too, but
yeah, they did.
The
Did
real
they go up
Bears,
14-0?
the real Bears emerged.
Yeah, seven.
Here's the probably who's the coach of the Bears?
Mark Trestman.
This is probably not him.
Probably not.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning. How are you guys doing this morning?
Oh, wonderful. And who might we be speaking to?
I just turned the radio on, so I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. This is Nana from the north side.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Nana. How are you?
We're not.
Good, how are you
We'll talk
doing?
about anything you want. What do you want to talk about, baby?
No, I'm not sure.
What?
Oh, I was going to ask you, do you guys ever need an Italian co-host on the show?
An Italian?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Hey, how
I
do
can
the
bring-
Italians?
I can bring some cookies.
Oh, my goodness. Sign her up. Sign Nana up. Is this the Nana that I've heard about the bakes the fabulous cookies?
I don't know which one.
It's called Envy.
They
Well,
all
haven't
base,
you called
they all
in-
bake fabulous cookies.
Yeah, you've been a frequent caller of other shows on WLIP, haven't you?
Yes, I think I called a couple times, right?
Yeah, I think you have.
So is
think
this-
you
Dan?
have.
No, it's not Dan. I'm all mixed
Pete,
up
yeah,
now.
that's me.
Is this
See,
the-
I'm sorry.
I'm the other guy, yeah.
Is this
Yeah,
Nana? Is this
No, I
the?
just turned it on because it was just like, okay. You know, I
You're
got
bored.
done listening to my Italian show, and I said, well, let me see what WRP has on. And I just thought, if, in case you ever need an Italian co-host, I'll be right there.
Are we doing that?
Yeah,
Are
we
we
all-
doing that bad?
Imagine that, Nana.
We offer English language alternative programming.
Imagine that, an Italian living on the north side of Kenosha.
Yeah, imagine that.
So
I'm not allowed to cross 60th Street. I have to stay on the south side.
Now, little Stevie here is a gourmet donut eater and a cookie eater. So what would be the cookie that you'd be offering up here?
Well, now, because it's Christmas season, it's probably some scaligi.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Okay.
What is that? What does that entail?
Pete, do you know what they are?
No.
I do, as a matter of fact. Yeah,
You probably don't like them, huh?
I'm
A
not.
lot of
I'm
people don't.
actually not a big
Is that
fan.
the stuff
I hate
that's
to
the
tell
dry,
you.
kind of the
I
dry?
can make a cannoli roll.
Oh, a
It's really
cannoli.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, canola. There you go. Now you're
Oh.
talking. You know what? If you just make some tiramisu and bring it in,
Oh,
it'll
that's
be,
good, too.
Yeah, we'll be
All right.
fine.
You have our address out here.
Where are you? By the WIP, or you're somewhere else?
Well, we're at WIP, but most of the time we're somewhere else. Who knows? All right. We'll look
Hey,
forward
you
to
made my
it.
day. You guys have a good day, okay? Good weekend.
Thank you, Nana.
Ciao.
Ciao. Jesus. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning. Happy Small Business Saturday.
Mr. Bjorn, I got.
Now, wait a minute. How could you tell it was me?
Huh?
How could you tell it was me?
Well,
I said small business. There we
Yeah,
go.
there
There
you
we go. Hey, number one, I want to commend whoever at City Hall put out the order to board up the former Elks Club. it was an accident or worse ready to happen. And finally, 2 weeks ago, they boarded it up. And now I'm hoping that maybe somebody will close some of the windows at another building across from the Kenosha News, where unfortunately birds fly in, can't get out and die a slow, horrible death. And then, as long as we're on a run, how about some of the buildings downtown that if you walk past them and if it's an all-a-warm day, you can smell the mold waving out from the structures. And unfortunately, on some of them, you smell other smells that are not very nice.
Mike, you shouldn't be talking about City Hall in that manner. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You know, guys, it's the time of the year to be charitable and everything, okay? And then as far as this small business thing, you know, I hope everybody's as fed up with all the hype as I am. But I'm sorry, guys. We appreciate any of our customers, okay, any time of the year. But this thing that American Express started, it's just another way of American Express to raise their rates.
But, Mike, you've got this photo scavenger hunt down there, $625 in prizes. Why wouldn't I want to come down and take care of that?
Well, I agree. Just like last night was a very successful event, it would have been nicer, of course, if we had any kind of decorations on the many light poles down here. You know, that's not a lighten up; that's a turn off. Pardon the pun. When the poles aren't lit up, but I'm sure the downtown Kenosha company is working on that problem. Maybe for 2015, we might have some Christmas decorations.
Well, we'll work on it. We got some extra money in the budget. We're working on it.
We do, do we?
Hey, by the way, as long as I got you, I'll be down at the conference hall this afternoon, and I'm pretty well injured. I'm pretty well banged up.
Yeah, man. How you feeling?
Well, I need some more. Pete tells me now that medical marijuana never passed in Wisconsin.
There you go. Do your listeners know you hurt your arm that you slipped on the ice?
Well, that's the story. I'm going to stay with it. So.
Well, no, I just nearly slipped taking garbage out before. It's very slippery, but luckily the ice is melting. But anyhow, wish us luck on Small Business Saturday, and we appreciate all of our customers. But I assure you, they're coming in because we have the goods at the right price. It has nothing to do with small business.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Shameless plug, huh? We had another call. If you call us back if you have something to say. We were talking about small business. What was the bigger thing on the sales that went on Thanksgiving? Seems like everybody had bigger sales going on Thanksgiving and 2 days before versus Black Friday doesn't seem to be much as it used to be.
Well, it kills me. You always see these stories about the fights and the rumbling and all these issues on Black Friday. I haven't shopped on Black Friday ever, I don't think.
Your wife appreciates that comment. Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
This is Paul reporting in from the 5th District.
Okay, Paul, what's up?
A little disappointed, Paul, this week. I'm a little disappointed.
Hey, don't worry, though. Rocco and I took care of the 5th District. It's completely dry again. And we tried to help out on the 17th, but we just got turned away. We were shunned.
Who shunned you?
I think we know who shunned us.
I got to tell you, Paul.
Listen,
I was monitoring the activity from Fort Lauderdale. I was between conferences down there. I was teaching them how to remove snow, and I'm happy to say that there's not any street that's got snow on it in Fort Lauderdale this week.
Well, there was a lot of hot air out there on the 17th, though.
Yeah, there certainly was.
When Steve said he was between conferences, that was between vodka and tonic. Those are the two conferences that he was in charge of. But, so where do we go from here? I mean,
I don't know. When Steve goes away, it seems like they think they can push the rest of us around.
Well, I got to tell you something right now. I am taking the 17th District by storm next week. Okay, I'm going to fill you in on the details, but you and I, Paul, are going to come up with a plan with Dave, who calls in, or Carl. Is it Doug? Who calls in?
Dale.
Dale.
He's on our staff.
Daniel. Yeah.
Serious journalism here.
We're gonna get organized, and we're gonna take back the streets of the 17th District.
Yeah, we can't because you heard what happened when the alderman took care of that, didn't you, Pete?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you leave it hard, serious work to amateurs.
And I've been told now, Paul, that the city has plans to stop picking up the garbage in the 17th District, which I think is deplorable.
It is. Why would they do that to him? I mean, them.
One big
payback.
Damn conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
You know.
Paul, if I have to single-handedly remove every bag of garbage in the 17th District, I will do that.
If you need help, you know where I live.
Well, and you know whose house I'm going to stop at first to remove the bag of garbage.
I think I do. Okay,
wow.
you guys
Did I just say
have
that?
a good weekend.
Stay alert now. Don't fall asleep.
Thank you, Paul. Hey, can you say crap on the radio?
We've done it. You guys make fun of my injury. You know what? If I wouldn't have tumbled the right way, I'd be on your slab with a toe tag on right now. So? I mean, come on, give me a break.
I carry a Scott Barter toe tag with me everywhere I go just in case.
They were handing those out at City Hall at one time. It's like a free giveaway if you came to the meeting.
Actually, you go out to the 17th district, they got them with a snow shovel. It's a free coupon.
Now, come on.
They have little take one boxes.
We tease the 17th district a little bit, and rightfully so, but, you know.
They have it coming. I got to read one more sponsor.
Did you tell I was tired this week? No. I had nothing to talk about.
It didn't.
I was hoping that donut would jumpstart things, but it really didn't. I had nothing.
Well, you only had 4. You only had 4.
Very disappointing show this week.
Look at this, Pat. Look at all this stuff on the bike.
Very disappointing show. I'd like to apologize to all of my listeners.
Both of them. We know who you are.
Both of them.
Yeah, I hope she brings in some of this tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Cannoli.
Oh, cannolis. Okay. But we have to probably. Do we have to have an Italian Christmas, or we can have a Merry Christmas, or
we're having a Christmas. I don't care. A happy holiday. No, Merry Christmas.
Okay. I just want to. All right, we have another call. This is Santa.
I don't care about being politically
This is Santa
correct.
calling in to take you to task. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
This is Anthony. I'm in Great Lakes today. How are you guys?
Are you coming up for a donut?
At the risk of being politically correct, Merry Christmas.
So listen, you guys have been on the air for a year now, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think that you need to pay Seinfeld for the concept of the show?
Show about nothing?
It being a show about nothing.
Yeah, I think that's about it, man. Okay, you got the snow removal on the 17th, got that. Beat up on the alderman of the 4th and the 17th, got that.
We haven't said anything bad about
Casey
you.
loves donuts, got that.
Hey, we haven't said anything bad about you.
Is a fall down drunk, got that.
Who said that?
Holy cow!
Boy, that
holy cow! That
we're gonna have to start taking up. But which alderman you in? The 10th?
Oh, listen, we could refocus.
Yeah,
we could refocus
In
our
a
efforts
heartbeat.
there, Alderman Steal a Chicken Sandwich Kennedy. There's plenty to talk about. Hey, Anthony, could you watch this chicken sandwich? I have to go to the bathroom. I come back.
Eating doctor there. He's called me a thief a few times.
Well, that's just beginning. Now that you called me a.
Well, you could be on my radar screen
drunk.
for next Saturday.
Hey, and he didn't just want to buy one snowplow. He wanted to buy one snowplow per year for the next 5 years.
Oh, well, thanks for correcting that.
Well, listen, Anthony, be honest with me. Now, you've been an alderman for how long?
Be honest with you, I'm a politician. I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
Good move, Anthony. Good move.
How long you been an alderman?
Not counting today.
2008, my friend.
Okay, now you know darn well that there is a conspiracy going on and that the city purposely neglects the Whitecaps neighborhood. You know that. We all know that.
Yeah, but I didn't know we were supposed to talk about that. I thought it was just one of those things we did in the packed room with the mayor and Frank Fassetti.
Well,
they can't trust those guys.
Listen, they're at home plotting right now as to what services they can take away from the Whitecaps neighborhood.
And you're next.
And yeah, you could be next.
If we don't stick up for you and you quit bad-mouthing me. No, we are serious journalists. No, come on. Get with the program.
I got a serious question. Did you miss me on Thanksgiving? Because you've been over to our house, a couple times, I think, haven't you?
I've been over at least one time, yes.
And I made you I made you a Bloody Mary while I was cooking my 2 turkeys, and I did miss cooking the turkeys this year. I'll be honest with you, Anthony.
Well, you could cook you don't need Thanksgiving to cook a turkey. We could have the week after Thanksgiving.
Well, and that's what my wife actually was thinking about. My wife actually was thinking about that. Although, I got to tell you, the mahi-mahi, Anthony, you know my wife. She's just a fabulous
it was really
cook.
good. I mean, I got that. That was like the first 15 minutes of the show. Mahi-mahi is really good. I wrote that down.
You know, I got to tell you, when did you go to journalism school?
So when you went over to Steve's for Thanksgiving, did he tell you to bring your own brown bag sandwich? Or did he actually offer you some scraps?
The joke I make about Steve's house is I asked him, has an African-American male ever been in your house before? Without handcuffs?
Oh, Anthony.
And then I introduced him to my Jewish brother-in-law and my Hispanic brother-in-law.
It was. You know what? Give Steve Casey credit. His family is a model UN. He has a lot of diversity in his family.
We absolutely do.
Very good people.
I've got a niece from From China. I've got a nephew
What do you bring
from
this stuff for, Anthony? Now we got to go
from
down
Korea.
Ancestry.com
Absolutely.
here.
No. The Casey home does definitely reflect some diversity there.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll
Thank
give
you.
them that.
So what's
Right.
the
Give 'em
biggest
that.
problem facing the people in the tent that we can help out? Stay away?
The biggest problem facing people in tent is probably their aldermen. Get
Oh,
rid
come
of him.
on.
Let us say that.
Listen,
Don't take our material.
Your biggest problem, Anthony, as an alderman, your biggest problem is you tell people how it is, and you don't pull any punches. You don't try to play politics
We
with
have
your
been
constituents.
working diligently, and I appreciate the efforts of the city. We've been working diligently to remove those duplexes on 36th Avenue, 37th Avenue.
And they submarined on that a few years ago.
And there's taken a few people that helped it with that. The redevelopment authority has helped with that. City of Kenosha has helped with that. And those units are coming down. We're going to have the second largest green space in the city of Kenosha.
Hey, let me ask you
Chrysler
this.
plant.
Did I read this correctly? Did you vote for the budget or did you not?
Scott, I voted for the budget.
Okay. Well,
I
it
mean,
says here.
That's what's always amazing is that there's some people who will fight for something in there and then vote against the whole budget.
Okay.
And it's like, well, you know what? What you're really doing is you're voting against firefighters, you're voting against police officers, you're voting against services to your constituents. Because a no button is not a line item veto.
Okay.
It's a no button.
That's exactly right.
I misspoke, Anthony. What you voted for was to put the 1.27 to buy a new snowplow. That's what you voted, yes, right? I'm reading
did I
what
vote for that?
it says. Did you vote for that?
I gotta look at that.
It says Bagala's attempt to add 1.27 million to the CIP to buy a new snowplow each year for the next 4 years. He voted for it. Ruffalo voted. Anthony Kinney. That
One
would be
per
you.
year, by the way. One per year.
That was you. Voted yes. Did you misunderstand the question?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
So-
I stand by every one of my votes.
Okay. Well, far be it from us to make fun of you. Yeah. How come you're always
that's your job.
That's it. We're serious journalists here.
Well, Anthony, thank you very much for the call.
Hey, and again, tell me, is Maui good or not? I forgot. Yeah.
Mahi mahi is fabulous, like butter in your mouth.
Okay, got that. You gentlemen, hope you're on for another year.
Oh yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
okay, Anthony. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
He'll talk to me in 6 months after we put him in our sights.
Boy, oh boy. Call him.
Although he had nice things to say about
Call
the
me
Casey
a
family.
fall down drunk. There's no proof of that. I was not drunk when I fell.
Well, listen, the jury's still out on that one.
Besides, we have the evidence. It was a sports injury.
Ow! Oh, my arm! It's broken!
See, this would have been a case. I wish they would have had medical marijuana approved in Wisconsin because I could have used some of that to ease my pain.
Slipped on the ice from
You would have just kept sliding when you hit. Yeah, just...
I wouldn't be here. So anyway, if you got a call, we got a couple minutes left. 262-694.
Did I yawn into the microphone? I got to
You
take
want
a
another,
nap.
you want
I
another
think.
donut?
Oh, I'm going to grab one on the way out. I'm hoping to wake me up a little bit.
Big
I'm a little
plans
tired.
coming up. We only got about, believe this, 3 weeks left to Christmas. So are we going to do a holiday show with some last one before Christmas? We should probably do something.
No, we're not doing a holiday show. We're doing a Christmas show.
Okay. Okay.
arm be all right, Peter?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if you're offended by that, get over it.
I'm more offended by you singing, I think.
Yeah,
than by
that's.
the
Oh, you know what?
content of the
You're
message.
actually the singer.
I am.
He's got a fabulous voice.
We could go caroling.
He's got an angelic voice. We
you
could
want to
go
go
Christmas
caroling?
caroling.
Christmas caroling?
Where could we go?
Wait, we could carol all of the callers who call in.
No, I think we should go around the Whitecaps neighborhood and carol.
Oh yeah, we're well known out there.
Aren't you in for some of that? Bring some peace on earth.
Here's my other friend.
Goodwill to. What's his
go
name?
to this Patrick. Go to his website.
I have a feeling a couple of the aldermen are going to have a very interesting Christmas.
What's that website you got?
Big news coming up. Big news. Big. Big move.
Okay, I'll take
big
that back.
news.
I won't even get
big
to that. Anyway, you have to stay tuned for this wonderful.
A couple of these guys
holiday
may
auto
have,
scale,
may
auto
have
show.
spit into the wrong oatmeal bowl.
I got to say this because he told me he's got a new website. It's called Patrick Automotive. at radioscam.com. So you got to tune. You got to go to that site and get all your answers to. You know what? It's a right-handed world. You know what's really tough? Since my right shoulder is in a sling and I'm in severe pain, is
yeah. So are most of your listeners.
It's when you think about it, it's a right-handed world. When your
I'm
shoulder's in
left-handed.
a sling.
I'm left-handed too.
Well, okay, but I'm not. But when my right hand is in a sling and I have to go to the bathroom, it presents another problem.
Yeah, but Steve likes you. He can help you with that.
Wow.
Juliet.
Is this
From way downtown.
I've never said this
Bang.
before between 10 and 11 o'clock, but aren't we almost done?
Believe it or not, we got another minute of this.
Oh,
So for
heaven's
you
sakes.
one or two people didn't hear,
Hey, here's what-
little Stevie was in Florida last week. How'd
What
that go?
What about the prediction for the game tomorrow?
You want to
They're
run the
playing-
convoy?
Pete,
bit
is it a
again?
late game?
No.
Is it a late
It is
game?
a 3:25 kickoff. So
3:25
even
game.
if you're listening to the replay of this, the game is still in the future.
The Packers are
They're saying
3-point
that-
favorites.
Yeah, they're 3-point favorites. They're saying Brady is at the top of his game.
So is
Do you
Rodgers.
agree with that or not? Rodgers is at the top of his
yeah.
game. How old is Brady now? 30?
2?
No. He's got to be 34 or 35, isn't he?
Well, were you just trying to kill minutes?
Well, I'm just saying.
It doesn't
it
make
should
any
be.
difference, but it should
Well,
be.
they're
a good
billing
game.
it as both quarterbacks at the top of their game. I don't think that's accurate. Rodgers clearly is, but I think Brady is on the down.
I just hope it's not a blowout.
What do you mean you don't think it's accurate? Now,
You think,
here
you think the Patriots are going to beat the Packers?
Yep.
It's going to be fair. I think it'll be close. But when you say you're accurate, you weren't very accurate on the here. One last caller here on the budget. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning. I just wanted to let you know I went past a Christmas tree lot, and they had a nice big sign saying Christmas trees, $5 a foot.
We're going to
Holiday trees, $10 a foot.
Boy, we needed
I
that.
like that. I like that. Good for
Like
you.
that?
Touche.
So that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Now, this is the mayor of Pleasant Prairie.
The mayor.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Mayor of Pleasant Prairie, right? I know there is no such thing. Same as Kenosha.
So
All right,
you're
but
not to be
that's
trusted
all.
either.
You have a good a good weekend. Thank goodness it's over.
I want to thank our sponsors. Yeah, we're sorry about
I'm
that.
already taking the headphones off. I'm out of here.
Boathouse Pub and Eating House of Gerhard, Casey Family Options, Charlie V's Kids for Cancer Foundation, KRS Painting, Lee Plumbing, Electrical and Heating and Cooling, and Brat Stop, Kenosha for Open Honest Government. Small
Merry
business.
Christmas.
And that's going to about wrap it up for us here this morning from the corner of Happy and What Went Wrong. We thank all our sponsors and listeners for participating. Just a reminder, tune in to Channel 14 Wednesdays at 6:30, 9 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m. for a television broadcast from the Kenosha Today Show. Also on Sundays at noon right here on WLIP AM 1050. You can now listen to the replay of this show. So from Studio A here at WLIP, this has been
The wheels of the bus go round.